Once upon a time, at the edge of a sleepy village called Maple Hollow, there lived a giant named Brunwald. He wasn't a wicked giant, nor was he terribly clever, but he was very, very big. So big, in fact, that his shoes were made from upside-down rowing boats, and his scarf was a patchwork of stitched-together picnic blankets. Brunwald lived alone in a cave beyond the hills, not because he was mean, but because he was afraid of stepping on flowers, afraid of breaking gates, afraid that his voice, as deep as thunder, would scare the small folk. But one spring, something unusual happened. A storm swept through Maple Hollow. It huffed and puffed until roofs rattled and the village's beloved baker's oven rolled down the hill and disappeared. Without the oven, there would be no bread, no peas, no Sunday tarts. The village gathered. Tea was poured. Worries were shared. We must find the oven. But it's too heavy for us. From the edge of the crowd, a small voice spoke up. Perhaps we should ask Brunwald. A hush fell. No one had ever asked the giant anything, but they had nothing to lose and no bread to eat. So up the hill they went. When Brunwald opened his eyes, he saw the entire village standing in a polite little line. He braced himself. We'd like to borrow your strength," the baker said, wringing his hat. Brunwald blinked. Once. Twice. "You want me to help?" His voice made the clouds shiver. "Yes, please." No one screamed. No one ran. For the first time, Brunwald's heart felt slightly larger than his hands. With a gentle step, he followed the villagers, and with barely a grunt, he lifted the oven from the ditch and carried it home as if it were a basket of apples. The village cheered. That night, beneath lantern light, they laid out tables long enough even for a giant. Brunwald was fed loaves the size of his fists, cheeses as big as millstones, and berry pies that stained his smile purple. From that day on, Brunwald became Maple Hollow's very useful friend. Not because of his size, but because he stayed for tea and listened to stories and remembered names. He never stopped being careful, but now he wasn't afraid. For in Maple Hollow, he had found a place big enough for his heart.